We also have new glimpses of a failed attempt to plug the gushing oil well in the Gulf of Mexico. Will the next fix-it plan work? We're following all the action at that leaking rig right now. In the Gulf of Mexico right now, crews are getting closer to trying another way to stop the oil from gushing into the water. So far, all their efforts to stem the spill have failed in 3 weeks. In the 3 weeks since the fiery rig explosion. CNN's David Mattingly is following all the developments for us off the coast of Louisiana. They've got another way to try to stop it. Is it making any progress, David, whatsoever?
Well, Wolf, right now BP is pursuing 2 paths. Hopefully one of them will succeed in stopping the flow of oil coming from that massive pipe down at the bottom of the Gulf of Mexico. What we're seeing right now is that BP is using an insertion tube, putting a tube inside that large leaking pipe with a seal on it that they hope will close off that flow of oil and bring it up to the surface to a containment vessel. If that doesn't work, then they have a smaller containment dome sitting aside on the ocean floor, ready to go to try and take care of this problem if that insertion tube does not work. They were pursuing both paths. Today they decided to go with the tube over the dome. We're going to wait and see how this plays out.
That dome, that little dome, that's what we've been calling the top hat, right?
Right, that is the top hat. That's the small dome that they decided to use after that big 40-foot dome failed last week. When they tried to lower it over there, it filled up with crystals and clogged up. They feel like this smaller dome has a better chance of succeeding where that large one didn't. But again, Wolf, today they decided to go with the tube inserting into that pipe and then using the dome as a backup if that doesn't work.
When will we know if either of these 2 methods work?
The last we heard from BP was that they plan to put the tube into play tonight. So they should know pretty soon after that if they are successful. And if not, then they may go to the dome sometime tomorrow.
And what about other reports that I've been seeing about wildlife in the area? How bad is it getting?
Well, at this point, ever since this started, we've been seeing people very sensitive to dead wildlife showing up on the shores. This is the time of year when it's normal to see a lot more sea turtles beaching themselves and dying, a lot more dolphins showing up dead in the surf. That's because they're in the shallow waters right now for mating season and for laying their eggs. So right now, it's kind of hard to say if all of these animals are the result of this oil spill. Some of the preliminary testing show that that's not the case, but as time goes on, who knows, we might actually start to see mammals and turtles dying as a result of this spill. But as of this point, no hard evidence to show that.
We'll stay on top of the story with you. David Mattingly's our man on the scene for us. Thank you.